around. I'm gonna pick Eastgate and hope I pick right. 3.3 million people on average through here on a daily basis. And I have a feeling I'm gonna get just stuck in the labyrinth if I don't just pick a gate and go for it that says Eastgate. Wow. Wow. It's like nothing I've ever seen before in my life because it is one of a kind. I believe this holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the #1 station in the world. Eastgate, I'm still going toward the Eastgate. Okay guys, this is a minor miracle. It looks like I picked correctly Eastgate. I just checked Google Maps and it looks like this might actually shoot me out where I want to go because my hotel is on the, I believe, east side of the station, so it makes sense. Can I get through here? Eastgate, you have to scan to get through here, so I don't have a ticket to get through there. Okay, I guess it's not a minor miracle. I thought that was an exit. Oh boy. Alright, nothing's easy here. Hold on. I did watch guide videos on this before I even came here, and it's still just, I think you have to just learn by doing in this case, because I can't get through there without a ticket. So I'm thoroughly confused and I speak very little Japanese. Okay, as you can see, we are here. And I can't go this way, and it looks like that's still one of the lines. So what I think I need to do is maybe go Central Eastgate, try that. You can see this is just wild. I'm essentially trapped down here with no real idea of how to get out.
Thanks for tuning in.
Southeast Gateway, Central East Gate, maybe that escalator there, and there's restrooms. At least I know where I can go pee if I need to pee. Guys, the good news is that if I end up having to lift down here, it looks like I got everything I could ever need in these vending machines, so I guess I just live down here now. I wonder if they got any fried chicken in one of these. Okay, Central Eastgate. We're gonna try this. It's weird, you need tickets for that. It looks like you can't actually go through that one at all. So I don't even know at this point. It looks like maybe these are the stairs out of here. I think I see the exit. Overall, guys, 2.5 hours since getting on the wrong train, leaving the airport, and what should have been a 45-minute train ride turned into this, which has been kind of fun. All right, I found some stairs. That's gotta be the way out. Yeah. Okay. Going up that first flight of stairs, thinking I was just gonna come up to the street, and ended up just coming up to another platform with more trains. So guys, POV, type in the comments POV if you'd like to see what things are really like. There's a lot of really, fancy cut and edited videos of this experience in Shinjuku, Shibuya, but I try to give the real, raw experience. Even if I look like a fool and make mistakes, I just try to show my real experience. So if you enjoy that, just type POV in the comments. I'm going up yet another escalator, and I did find the restrooms at least. I see South Gate, Southeast Gate, and I guess just like before, I'm just gonna kind of pick one. And the
Can't get out of
Cool, and I
the train
remembered-
station.
If you hate applying to jobs, this is going to change your life. It's called.
All right, honey, you're not allowed to leave the video.
Resume, and just let it know what type of job you're looking for, like this. And
You know, when the video's running, I want you to be in class run.
Oh yeah, they drive on the left here. So when you go down a staircase, you go down on the left. Up on the right. Just watch what everyone else is doing and try not to screw it up. Just do what they do. And for how stimulating really this all looks, I am incredibly calm. And it's because there's such an orderly vibe here. Like, this should be completely overstimulating, but actually
It looks pretty cool to me.
calming in its own weird way. So my mind is already.
I'd like to go to Japan again. Been there before, I'd like to go back to Japan. How y'all doing today? Ryan, you need to be typing in the comments so I can get more viewers.
Let me check Google Maps one more time and see where I am. I have 0 clue. Another thing, see that crosswalk behind me?
Right.
Here's the crosswalk. I almost jaywalked and then realized nobody here jaywalks at all. They're so orderly, they follow the laws.
Ryan, you need to be typing in the comment when the video's running so I can get more viewers.
Everybody's using the
Ryan.
crosswalks. Oh man.
You want some salad, honey?
Some really good food. Oh wow, yeah, I think I'm gonna like this spot. Wow. Alright, so I'm on the 9th floor of this building.
We're gonna try to cook some
Just check
ham or whatever it is I have.
actually booked it, which is something
It's been a minute.
actually upload videos with
If I can find it, I gotta go in my generator, refrigerator, and throw away molded stuff. Because you don't really want to eat mold.
This is a great hotel. I actually got this for like 8,000 yen per night. And it's, believe it or not, one of the bigger hotels in this area. It's about 140 square feet. And for this part of Tokyo, it's actually pretty solid. It's got a bathtub. And I did want to actually show the Wi-Fi rather than tell. We got 45 on the download, on sleeves in this entire video. So I have a Japanese friend, shout out Mami Sami, I call her. She's like a friend and a mama all in one. And she is Japanese.
We need to have more people joining the video so I can get monetized.
Restrictions with tattoos. Most of the men don't have beards, and then a lot of establishments won't let you in if you have exposed tattoos, including some of the onsens, which are the hot springs, but also some restaurants, especially here in Tokyo. So I'm taking no chances. I have a few tattoos on my arms. I got one right here. So I'm keeping those covered. I went ahead and trimmed my beard ahead of time. Some guys have beards here. It's not gonna, be make or break probably, but I'm doing my best to be accepted into some of the nicer establishments. And I am gonna try to make my way to Golden Guy and try this little hole in the wall. Also, later in this series of videos here in Tokyo, I'm gonna be hitting what I believe is the cheapest Michelin star restaurant in the entire world. So tons of good food stuff to come. But also another fun fact, I haven't been in a place in a while where I can drink the tap water. And check this out. So this right here, I know you probably can't read that part, but this says this water is available to drink as a beverage. So let's try it.
I drink Houston tap water. Yeah. You like YouTube videos, Ryan?
An hour or two for those of you
Ryan.
who watch that series in Chiapas, Mexico. Oh, that's good stuff right there. I wholeheartedly trust that. It tastes great. And my good friend Asami also told me about the tap water. Don't hesitate to drink it. It's perfectly fine. So I'm going to down 2 glasses, and if you don't hear from me later, you know the water wasn't good. So anyway, let's go hit the spot and get our first meal here in Tokyo. Salud, thanks for coming along on the adventure. Domino's. So it's crazy, the weather was fine just a minute ago. It is now dumping rain. I'm gonna see if I can hit this 7-Eleven right here. And I mean, there's vending machines for everything except umbrellas, at least as of yet. So I'm gonna hit the 7-Eleven and see if I can find an umbrella in there. And and then I'm going to take you along to what I've been told is one of the best dining experiences in all of Japan. Check out this fine purveyor of all sorts of umbrellas. We got these ones for 1,000 yen. Not sure what these are going for, but that seems to be what everybody carries is these guys here. So that was one of the best in an umbrella. Okay, I just paid 700 yen for this umbrella. And the girl even at 7-Eleven was like, it's expensive. And I was like, I don't know. Welcome my friends to Shinjuku Golden Gai. This little intimate neighborhood that would be easy to walk past. If you know, you know. And this little area right down here is where some of the best little tiny hole-in-the-wall restaurants and bars are located. And so you could do 3, 4, 5 days of exploring. Right here. It says cover charge, noisy person declined. So no noisy people, no loud mouths. This is very quiet, more mature nightlife. So you do have Japanese whiskey, you have cover charge, 1,100 yen. So they definitely try to keep out the riffraff. He's got cover charge, beer, 700. So kind of posh, expensive spots. I'm gonna see if I can find the restaurant.
That's a cute little road.
These little hole-in-the-wall places. This is really cool. This is why I came to Tokyo. And tomorrow I'll be exploring Shibuya, which has the busiest intersection in all of Tokyo. But look at all these spots. Snake sake, Japanese sake, English oak.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna cook something else in a minute. And I gotta clean out the mold food out of the generator, refrigerator, and then I'll cook something for y'all.
Plus, built-in marketing to create social content.
I'm trying to feel better.
We
I
got the only golden
didn't sleep
bar
very good
in
last
Gai,
night. I woke up at 4 in the
500
morning and I took
yen,
Advil.
charge to go up there.
Then when I woke up
So
after
this
that,
would be a little more
it felt
fun
like
with
a
the
truck
group,
ran over
with
me.
friends, but you know,
But I'm
this is
hoping
kinda
I feel
fun.
better.
I try to
working
make
on it.
friends, exploring little spots like
I'm
this.
working on feeling better.
Get all these
I have to
little items.
exercise the rest of the day. I had
Try
Greek
to-
yogurt
Yeah,
with a little, I'm not supposed to have honey,
This
but
is actually kind of busy, but you can barely see it.
that diet doesn't have any sugar.
This is cool.
It's a
It's
torture
definitely
diet,
fun,
but
guys. It's a
I mean, if you
Tuesday
have
night at the time of filming this.
the food for it, it's I don't mean it's like torture, but it takes some getting used to because your body is craving the carbs and the sugar, and then you feel like shit. Keto acne. So you feel like shit, but then, you know, you just have to try to keep going.
Cigarettes in these bars, everybody's smoking. Feels like going back in time, really. Really cool. Okay, I'm gonna hunt for this restaurant that you're looking for. Alright, so Golden Guy, really cool. I'm getting soaked, but I'm loving exploring this little area right here. Only problem is, the restaurant I was looking for is actually closed tonight. It's super quiet back here. It's a Tuesday, so I don't think it's worth paying these cover charges and hanging out around here if there's basically nobody here. Some of these places are completely empty with just the bartenders in there. So I'm gonna call an audible plan B. I'm gonna go try this place called Isakaya Roku. It gets really, really good reviews on Google. And as you can see, these places are basically empty. So I think I'll save this for its own nightlife video. Just type nightlife in the comments if you want that one. I'm gonna go find this Isakaya Roku for plan B because the food looks fantastic over there. This is the other thing I noticed right off the bat. Clean Shinjuku, no littering. I have seen basically no trash anywhere and also no trash bins. So if you end up producing any kind of trash, you pretty much have to bring it back to your accommodation with you. Very few people have trash cans anywhere. So we have made it into the beautiful Isakaya Roku, and this place is absolutely packed. It's popular. It smells good. It's full of locals. It checks all the boxes. I'm one of the only tourists in here that I see, at least. And it smells fantastic, but check this menu out, guys.
Looks good to me.
They've got a roast duck and grilled green onions. 990 yen, guys. That's about $6.20 with the current exchange rate. Insane
Thanks for
value
tuning in
for a duck
my channel.
fish, and I'm just getting sparkling
I
water.
hope y'all will subscribe so I can get monetized and get some money coming in.
Alright, so very first bite. First bite of food here. Now, I will say the food, even on the plane on the way here, was fantastic. But we have this moist duck.
I'm watching a video about, I don't watch a lot of TV sometimes, but rare. There's too many commercials. I'm watching a YouTube video about a guy who traveled to Japan, and he's showing his first 24 hours, try to do it unedited, and then now he's eating at a restaurant. I love Japanese food.
Okay, so this place is so popular. Unfortunately, they sold out of what was going to be plate number 2. I was going to grab the Saikoyaki fatty pork right here. They sold out of that. So
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna get
tuning
the
in.
juicy
Look at all those subscribers,
sandwich.
viewers on there.
But that duck was
Y'all make sure you subscribe so I can, my birthday's on the 21st. I want to go out to eat and do a food review.
juiciness. It says moist duck. That was incredibly tender for duck meat. Difficult. These people are masters of their craft. It is incredibly difficult to get duck that moist and that
Like I
tender.
said, I don't really watch TV, I watch YouTube.
Look at that.
This is my salad I had earlier,
Beauty right
and I'm going to be cooking from the food pantry. I got some ham and something like, I hope it's not honey ham because I'm not supposed to have that on that diet. But I don't think it is. It's like ham, it looks real big, bigger than Canadian bacon,
how that came in.
which is ham. But it looks bigger.
Got magic of this thing, the texture, the juiciness of it. That's terrific.
I'm trying to do my exercise because I'm kind of fat and I'm on a keto Atkins torture diet. And it is torture because it takes a lot to get used to. Of course, I cheated today. I had some honey. Well, whatever.
And skill, 2,180 yen.
It happens.
They do have a small cover charge that they usually charge here. I'll put up the total on the screen. Fantastic experience. So the total at this fine establishment worked out to be $13.68, and that is something I want to point out. Yes, it is habitual for Westerners, myself included, whether you're in the U.S. or even Mexico, to leave 18 or 20% or 15%. There is no tipping culture in Tokyo. In Japan, do not tip. They will likely give it right back to you as much as you want to tip. You just don't. You thank them, arigato gozaimasu, something like that, and come back again. That's the best way you can thank them, is just keep coming back. That is fantastic. $13.68 well spent. I am ready for my bed. A robe included, just took a hot bath. Soba Noodle Shop is what it's called. It's 4.5 stars on a ton of reviews on Google.
Yeah, soba noodles are good.
So I'm gonna get like
Those
ramen
are really
noodles, egg, pork. But first, I'm trying to make some tea. There's no coffee maker in here, and you know it's not.
I was watching a
huge
show
coffee
about
maker.
how Japanese are
Although I think I'm
thin
gonna be able to find some good coffee, but
and they
we're
drink
gonna
tea
go
before they
as the people
eat.
in Tokyo do, right? That's
to
what
kind
I
of
think.
start filling their
Japanese
stomach.
green
I don't know.
tea.
There's a
I
lot
have
to
no
it.
idea what that means, but I think that means it's heating. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a cup of green tea and get a little green tea wasted, and then hit the streets of Tokyo. Let's do this.
I wonder if green tea has caffeine. I'll have to ask the AI.
Need a loan, but your credit looks like this? Simple Lending helps people just like me find real solutions, even with a credit score in the 500s. Are you looking, Megan?
Look at that tea. It's like matcha. Oh yeah, water's hot. Great.
Thanks
great
for tuning in.
success.
Bigo Street and Friends.
Now, I have to say,
I don't like to do Bigo when I don't feel good running because
slept like
I
a
really,
baby.
when I went back to sleep at 4 in the morning,
Quality of the food here is
when
a
I
huge
woke up, I
reason
felt
why
like a
I'm here.
truck
Really
ran over
interested
me,
in
so
how
I'm
my health is, my
still not
sleep,
feeling
etc.,
100%.
so
I'm
far,
trying
I
to.
woke up feeling great. No pain in my body, no bags under my eyes. I have a feeling Japan's going to be really, really good for me. And this tea is no exception. Look at that. For a hotel tea, getting matcha to start the
Hotel
day.
tea.
Cheers. I appreciate all
Ryan.
you being here. Let's go get some good food.
Ryan.
Okay, so I'm already a fiend for this tea. This one, there's another one called Japanese Fuji tea. And I just thoroughly enjoyed that matcha. So I think I'm gonna try this one. I don't think I've ever tried this type of tea. Ooh, interesting. So that's also a powder. It's like kind of a more brownish orange. It smells a little more earthy.
Now I started putting my shoes on in my house where I live,
Yeah, okay.
Ryan,
This smells
because
toasted, actually. It smells Fuji.
I don't walk as
Smells
fast
like
with those
Fuji,
flip flops,
whatever that means.
and I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm just.
I don't think.
I put my tennis shoes on, and I'm walking back and forth, trying to lose weight, Ryan.
So maybe I don't even need coffee anymore, because that matcha tea just kind of woke me up and smelled incredible. Okay, let's try this one. 3 people, which is a staggering number. Oh man, I feel great. That tea just ding. So I was told there wasn't much of a gym culture here, and it can actually be intimidating, considered to be intimidating if you're too jacked, too swollen up, too fit. But I did just see that near my place there's an Anytime Fitness. So I might actually have to go see about a day pass or a week pass and see if I can get a good workout in. That's a big part of my life. And see just how the gym culture is here. If you want me to do that, just type gym in the comments below. I can share the pricing options, how the actual gym is, do the dumbbells go up high enough, all that. So first thing, I hit this main street here, I can smell food. Oh yeah, okay. But we're not just hitting any food spot, we're hitting one of the highest rated in the neighborhood. Oh, the vending machine there. There's a lot of like grab and go stuff there. That'll be convenient on my busier days. Alright, so if I didn't find this on Google Maps, I probably would have walked right past it. It's this tiny little spot right here. This soba noodle place. Look at those dishes right there. Wow. That was fantastic. Look at the color of that egg yolk. That's what I'm gonna try to go with right there. Wow, or that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I haven't woken up this hungry in so long, but the Japanese food has just been incredible so far. So let's head. Okay, so
Please touch the category of the product you want to purchase. Please touch the item you want to purchase. If you wish to continue to check out, please touch the issue button located in the lower right corner.
This is what we're looking like right here. Soba cold. So they like to customize their noodles here. We can add an egg, hot spring egg, deep fried tofu right there, chopped green onion. Okay, so I added an egg, and I'm actually gonna add the Japanese classic natto right there. And then I think that's what I gotta do. 13.50.
Please touch the item you want to purchase.
Alright, the quality of that food right there, made with love. We got a side of natto, we got the extra egg. Definitely coming back tomorrow for that soup though.
I'd like to do the Japanese diet, but that's kind of hard to do in my situation. But I am trying to do keto and Atkins. But I can tell you that whatever they talk about keto flu is very real. Like when you cut all the carbs and sugars from your diet,
gonna
feel
walk
like
out to
shit.
the office a lot. I got the extra
I
edge.
guess that's what you call it. Feel like shit.
No better way than to take about a 55-minute walk to Shibuya City.
So,
So no
I
smoking
mean, but
sign
I'm
right
just,
there
I'm kind
on
of
the
desperate to
sidewalk
try to lose
for
weight.
Shibuya City
Real desperate.
for the first time ever.
But, I mean, I don't know, it seems like they gained weight when I got on keto Atkins anyway. Which doesn't, I think it's because I'm not counting the carbs. I don't really know. I have to work with the AI to figure it out, and then I'll let y'all know.
It's kind of nice walking around. And once I mentioned earlier, no exhaust and so much greenery, you smell a lot of plant life, but also no cigarette smoke.
Need to try to do
It's really a nice change.
100,000 steps a day.
It's like an electrolyte type drink, and I'm doing a ton of walking when I travel, have 12-hour flights, etc.
I spy on my competitors every day over coffee. Let me show you what I do. So I use this website.
Welcome to Cuba. Cuba is in the middle of its greatest crisis since its founding revolution, its founding communist revolution. And I'm from the United States, a country that is
Never
more or
been to
less
Cuba, and I don't want to go to Cuba. I mean,
I'm here for the first time.
I don't even know if you can go to Cuba as an American.
See what life is like.
I'll go other
Before a
countries
country
before I'm gonna
eventually
go
changes
there.
forever. I want you to join me. We explore Cuba. Minus. Alright, so here we are in Cancun, not one of my favorite places, and we're about to take one of the only flights that's still going to Cuba. We have to say goodbye to the Western brand.
Although there was some guy from America, and his parents were Cuban, and he had a Cuban passport, and he threw away his American passport, and he was staying in Mexico City where I live, and he told me he was going to go to Cancun and take a boat to Cuba and never come back to America. I was like, I mean, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard. And his Spanish, my Spanish is really good. Well, although I have an accent, but his Spanish, he was making all kinds of grammar errors. Let's see, 1 minute, please. So anyway, this idiot who threw away his American passport, even though he was born in Cuba and went to America when he was 3, so and he did not speak good Spanish. He told me, he's like, well, I just asked how do you visit Cuba? He said, well, just you have Mexican residency, just fly from Cancun to Cuba and you'll be fine. He said, but take euros, but I didn't want to go anyway.
Relatively normal, except for the 2-hour-long security
Do a
check.
tour of Mexico City.
And here is the currency exchange. Just not even wearing shoes. Alright, here is some Cuban pesos. Very confusing money situation here in Cuba. Maybe a little bit less confusing than it was before. Everything takes a long time, that's what I'm realizing. Let's go get a taxi. ¿Y vos? ¿Cuánto cuesta? 25. ¿El centro histórico está lejos de acá? Sí. ¿Por eso? 25? I have no idea if I'm getting ripped off right now. But, yeah. Welcome to Cuba. And joining me on this communist adventure is someone from a former communist country.
I'm not a communist, though.
Say hello again to Simona. She's back again. She's still trying to make YouTube videos. It's gonna be fun. Okay, bueno. I don't know if the taxi drivers are arguing with each other. Huh? Your car? $20. $20? Sí. ¿De la $20?
Here for 35 and Navan, the #1 rated business travel platform, lets your team book work travel in one place. Flights, hotels, cars, while staying within budget and earning professional rewards. Right now, they could be giving you $500 in Navan rewards for hiring your company.
That guy
Teams
told
guarantee,
me.
real-time spend tracking, automatic approvals.
That guy told me that
Visa or Amex, keep your rewards. Navan just handles the
I told you I go to Bigo when I feel better, Ryan. When I woke up this morning, I was like feeling like I was about to fall asleep, and I felt like a refrigerator drove on top of me, or a truck. And I'm trying to feel better. I'm walking right now, and then I'm going to cook more food. See if I can get my blood sugar back to normal.
And knows how to do AI right.
So I'm trying to feel better, Ryan, and when I feel better, I'll go on Bigo. I'm not doing it until then. I'm watching videos on YouTube.
Hay muchos apagones. Ah, sí. ¿Hay apagones todos los días? Todos los días. Todos los días. ¿Y en toda la ciudad? Más o menos. Hay algunos lugares que la ponen rápido, otros no. Ah, sí. Right. It's kind of wild how Cubans know what Airbnb is.
With no lights? Oh my
We just
God.
climbed up 5 flights of stairs.
With no lights. For an Airbnb with a flashlight.
Wow.
The fuck?
Es lindo, pero no veo nada.
Es que habla español más o menos.
Sí, sí.
Tiene una vista bonita. ¿De baño?
¿La electricidad viene de un generador o...?
No, ahora que hay la luz.
Ah, ok. De la ciudad.
Sí. Cuando se te vaya,
Sí.
el frigidaire y el split del cuarto se sirve. Lo único que no te enciende es el de la sal.
Ah, bueno.
Él hace automáticamente el cambio. Usted no tiene que tocar nada.
She's got an Airbnb that has a generator in Cuba.
Room
Well,
Airbnb
huh?
in Havana.
I have to say, after living in Mexico City,
The country is being
when you
crushed.
compare Mexico City when the lights went out from their transformer blowing, and you compare that to America,
Man, I'm tripping.
you know, 30 minutes versus 5 hours.
Cuba for the first time.
And it was a decent neighborhood, wasn't the best neighborhood, but
I don't
decent.
know, I'm not
Middle of the
gonna lie.
road.
For some reason, I thought this was gonna be like coming to North Korea or something like that. Remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. So we just heard like a circuit breaking kind of noise, and the whole city is off. The whole city is off.
And how y'all doing today, Ryan?
If there's anywhere in Cuba that doesn't have blackouts anymore.
When you're online, you need to type in the chat. It'll help me to get monetized quicker.
Well,
Honey.
Good morning from the closet. And as you can see,
I don't know. I mean,
pretty nice. I would say this almost has to be.
to be very honest, I don't like anything dangerous. And I'm very familiar with Mexico City, but there's places as a gringo I don't want to go in Mexico City, and I didn't go. I'm not stupid. I don't want to go to a country where my life will be in danger because I'm not married, so I don't have someone to travel with. So chances are, if I'm gonna do travel reviews, it's gonna be a safe country and somewhere safe, and a safe hotel, safe airline, all that. I'm not doing no challenges.
Yeah. Doesn't matter where you stay, apparently, in Cuba nowadays. You're affected by the situation. Breakfast. Trying to find my sunscreen. When you arrive in Cuba, they take even if you checked in your luggage, they just take the bag, go through the entire thing, they mess everything up. They just intimately get in there. It kind of feels like you've been violated. I'm not gonna lie. It's a building,
I wouldn't use
5
that word.
stories. And there's really no water in the building in any of the tabs, so I think first mission.
Right, I have 184 subscribers, and if I get 1,000, I can get monetized on YouTube Center.
In the day, Czechoslovakia. Let's go.
I gotta go through all of my, every time I go live, they give me a video short and I need to name them instead of just putting live highlights. They should give you 3 suggestions for title.
You see a lot of people walking around doing odd jobs here. You also see a lot of people speaking Cuban Spanish, which is really hard to understand. It looks like a little local market. ¿Se vende agua aquí? ¿No hay agua? Botellas de agua, no hay. As you can see, this is not something I expected. You can't even buy a bottle of water anywhere here in Cuba.
What to say about all that? I don't even remember the guy in Mexico City that was Cuban, but he lived in America and threw away. He said, I threw away my American passport when I walked over the bridge. I was like, what? I said, how are you going to get around in Mexico City if you need ID for different things? He said, I have my driver's license from Texas, or from Florida. I was like, what the fuck?
No fuel to send the garbage trucks out, apparently. Alright. Before we die of thirst.
Water.
You gotta find a bottle of water. This must make you very nostalgic. Just lacking every kind of product. True communist lifestyle. Alright, it's a miracle. Found water. That was agua. That was not. Actually, a fun thing about this water bottle is apparently it was made in the USA. It said it was bottled and distributed by Blue River Springs, Florida, which, that's unusual. Was it actually bottled in the United States? Or are they just using that for prestige?
I wonder if Cuba's going to ever become a democracy. Because it seems like a nice country, but like I said, I ain't going to no dangerous countries. I'm going to good countries that I've been to or I'm familiar with, and I ain't doing nothing dangerous, and I ain't doing nothing dangerous. Or no shady hotels, nothing.
Honestly, it's so very surreal to be here in Cuba. You look at a lot of the houses, just imagine, they date back before the revolution. Just have to imagine what life was like.
Hi, this is Sona. How can I help you? With Quo's business phone system, you can.
The purely communist system.
Yeah, in Mexico City, I never did it. Mexico City, they have a motorcycle Uber from some places to some places with a helmet. And I wanted to do it, but some of the Mexican people said don't do it unless you're familiar with riding on a motorcycle. So you're going to get nervous. So I did not do it.
Public viewing area for the World Cup games. By the time you're watching this video, the World Cup is probably over. I don't know who won. Hopefully it was Argentina. Sorry. I know everybody hates them. Perdón, la plaza de la revolución está para allá. ¿Cómo va la vida? Bien, bien. ¿Van a mirar los partidos ahí? Sí. ¿Sí? Ah, qué bueno. ¿A la cual? Francia y Marruecos, ¿no? ¿Ustedes van para quién? Sí, pero ¿quién apoya? No apoya, ok. Gracias.
He's asking him about who they support for the World Cup, which is already over.
You see another man right there driving by with some solar panels. Clearly Cubans are taking, drastic measures to provide their own electricity.
I don't think that Mexico's a third world country. I mean, but there are parts of Mexico City that it feels like third world. I was in a city that didn't have police. Now, I didn't know that before I rented the Airbnb. It was a little small village. I would never do that again. Okay.
An hour later, the rain finally settled down.
Luckily,
This whole time has been right
the Airbnb that I rented in Alcocer, Mexico, which I would never, it was kind of cool to be there, but not at night because I didn't have a car and I couldn't walk on the rocks. But the lady that
Christopher Columbus Cemetery is flooded.
that was her house, it was a nice house, $1,000 a month, but no AC, lots of bugs, bed bugs, mites, mosquitoes consistently, no hot water, no gas in the stove. And so she gave me the WhatsApp number of her house cleaner maid, and her husband was on the city council in Alcocer, Mexico, with 2 or 3 restaurants. I would have never done that. I wouldn't have done it. But anyway, if you have a car and you live there and you're with your family, I think it'd be fine. He was like wanting to know the license plate of the person that harassed me, and they were going to take action. And I'm like, how in the hell they take action? Then he said the police won't come here. I was like, oh hell no. And I made it 3 weeks out of the 4. I made it 3. Unfortunately,
In the years,
you know, I should have done YouTube when I was living in Mexico City, and I did not, except for one video. So, you know, that's woulda, coulda, shoulda, mighta, oughta's not gonna get me anywhere now. So now that's all I got. So that's what I'll do. But yeah, I mean, I definitely could do videos in Mexico City. Polanco, that's where I want to live. Polanco, Mexico City.
And not far past there is the old historic center of the city. Kind of want to see if the electricity situation, the overall situation, is a bit better over there. So over there, of course, you have faces of the leaders of the Communist Revolution.
Polanco is,
Che Guevara and Fidel
you
Castro.
still have the Mexican culture, but it's kind of like living in America, but kind of not.
The one in 1895.
I mean, I don't know how to describe it.
The Cubans wanted to rise up against the Spanish and have their own country. That is Jose Marti. He died trying to liberate the Cubans. Havana does kind of have this grandeur, this kind of epicness that I feel like you don't really have in the other Caribbean countries. It is the biggest one, by far, population-wise and size-wise. Feel that while you're here. Fun fact that many don't know is that the U.S. government actually initially supported Fidel Castro as he was taking over Cuba, leading his communist revolution. The U.S. wanted to see another country with democracy. Before Castro, Cuba was a military dictatorship. Then Castro came to power, basically started executing political opponents, former allies, Batista, and worst of all, by the U.S. government's perspective, they started nationalizing all the land that U.S. companies held in Cuba. Apparently foreigners held up to 90% of the farmland in Cuba pre-revolution. So, wild.
With base 44, a simple sentence becomes your website.
If you're running your own business, you need Symphony.
So this is the old Havana. This is where you would traditionally see all the tourists who, I guess, would mainly come from Europe, Canada. In the last decade, from America, it became possible to come over.
Ask him if there's a lot of tourists.
Yeah, there's a lot of quiet. Cuba actually went through a period after the revolution where it didn't allow its own people to leave the island, and it didn't really allow tourists either. It was just Cubans. Tourism only really started up in Cuba in the 90s after the Castros lost the support of the Soviet Union. So the World Cup is going on right now, and this guy's taking us to like 50 places playing the game.
Aquí? Saying there's literally no cars right now.
Abren después del mediodía, lo que es después del almuerzo,
Sí.
para que se comuniquen la gente, para que empiecen a ver fútbol. Pero ahora no hay electricidad.
No, por eso.
Ahora no hay electricidad. O sea, ¿son pintadas o naturales? Pintadas.
Does that you have makeup on?
Sí.
Sí. Sí, son iguales. Son iguales. Sí, pintada, sí. Exacto. Las tuyas son tatuajes o pintadas? Pintadas también, ¿no? Soy Tomás. De los Estados Unidos. Sí. Nuevo York.
No, sí, vamos.
Sí. Entonces es un problema de gobierno.
Ese es el problema
¿De gobierno?
Sí.
No, no, no.
I don't want to talk about politics, but in Mexico City, I can never say that I like Donald Trump because I wouldn't get service at a restaurant or the Uber driver because I had one problem with the Uber and I don't remember all the details, but it was something about the government of America and he didn't like Donald Trump. Well, when in Rome do as the Romans, I basically had to all the time when they said they hated Trump. Where are you from? I'm from America. Oh, we hate Donald Trump. So when in Rome do as the Romans, I like Donald Trump, but I don't talk about politics on my channel. But I like him, but when I was in Mexico City, I wanted to get service at a restaurant and get good Uber service. So if they ask me, they start talking about politics, I tried to change the subject. I don't know why they don't like him.
What an experience. All right, and here we go. A Cuban sandwich in Cuba, made by a place that has no electricity.
I lived real close near where the president of Mexico lives, Claudia Sheinbaum, and it was really weird. Like when I was over there, Donald Trump got elected, and then like within the same month or near there, Claudia Sheinbaum became president of Mexico.
It's a crazy situation here because you know there's like no tourists. You know you're in Cuba.
But you know, I love Donald Trump, but I'm not doing a political channel because it causes
But
problems.
it's kind of annoying. Alright, just pay for my meal with some euros. I had leftovers from my trip to Italy. That's it. Sí. Para guardar las cosas, no. ¿Hay muchos robos aquí? ¿Ladrones? ¿Hay muchos ladrones? I thought Cuba was safer. Look it up. Sí. Bueno, para usted. No para usted. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of places you walk around in Havana and it just smells like shit. And then you turn around and there's a giant trash pile.
It's also awesome, smells like shit because we haven't showered in forever.
And that's also true. I've taken a shower in it's going on almost 48 hours. It's not just bad. I would never do this in any other country, but everybody's going now. But this is what happens.
Speak Spanish.
¿Y qué decís?
Spain, Spanish.
¿No vas a decir gracias? Okay, good.
To say that I love this job is an understatement.
I've been on the data annotation platform for about a year and a half now, and it's honestly been so amazing.
I've never worked with a company that can make so accurate
accurately match my skills and my interests and my talents and even my quirks.
The orientation was amazing from the first day. They paid they were one team, they paid well, they were on top of everything.
It's very easy to comprehend once you get in.
And here are the buses.
Ryan.
I'm not really sure if the buses
Better
are
not
still
be leaving class. I told you when the class is running.
Okay. So, there's no more buses in Cuba. So we're gonna have to probably get ripped off again at one of those rickshaws. Cubanos ganan como 10,000 mes.
Ojalá, mira, yo te digo la verdad, aquí en Cuba, el trabajo normal, al mes ganas 3,000 pesos, es tremenda mierda. En Estados Unidos, al mes,
3,000 al mes.
aquí en Cuba.
¿En serio?
Sí, en Cuba.
Estás pidiendo el tercio de todo el salario.
No todo es salario.
Mira, primero quiero el taxi, ¿no? El taxi.
Claro.
Veamos el taxi primero, y después te doy a...
Antes pasaba la guagua, y ahora el bus.
¿La guagua es el bus?
El bus.
¿La palabra cubana?
Sí, habla cubano, habla español.
Son lo mismo, ¿no? Pero ustedes tienen palabras diferentes. $8, está bien. Ok, perfecto. It's like playing Resident Evil or something, trying to return to your apartment. Walking up the 5 flights of stairs. They don't do elevators in Cuba. Alright, so back at the apartment, and there's good news and bad news. As you can see to my left over there, electricity is back in the city. That's wonderful, 24 hours later. But, just as I was about to celebrate, take a shower, you know what happens now? There's some kind of like gas leak happening over there. It smells like rotten eggs. I think that's like propane. Is this building about to explode? What tragedy will happen next on this trip to Cuba? Yeah, aquí están llaves. Gracias.
¿Todo bien? ¿Le gustó? ¿La estancia?
Sí, bueno, la situación es complicada, pero me gustó. Alright, so after another night of no showers, smelling lovely, we decided we're gonna go to another part of Cuba. We're gonna get out of the capital. We're gonna go over to a city called Cienfuegos. Why are we going there? Well, it's supposed to be nice, but also I want to take you somewhere very historically important in Cuba. I want to take you to the Bay of Pigs. Hopefully, the situation is not even worse outside the capital. I've kind of heard that. So, transportation in Cuba is shockingly very difficult at the moment. A lot of the buses that would take you between the cities, they're not running now. A lot of buses in the city are not running. So, in order to save some time, I'm taking a taxi. Not cheap. Never seen in any country so many people waiting on the side of the road. Some of them look like they're waiting for fuel. Some look like they're selling stuff. Cuba, what a situation. So our driver is just yelling at some random dude in the middle of the highway. He thinks he has patrol. So I guess that dude over there just kind of flags cars down to let them know they're selling fuel on the down low over there. ¿Cómo sabías que él está vendiendo petróleo? ¿Cómo sabías? Es así. Ok.
Nosotros todos los días echamos aquí. ¿Lo ves? Nosotros, el del otro carro me paró también.
Ya conoces.
Claro.
Por eso. So he already knows.
Desde ahí adelante hay muchos que echan, pero yo paro siempre en el conocido, en que yo echo todos los días, por eso.
Ellos son de confianza.
Claro, por eso pasé, y había muchos para allá, pero no les paré. Porque no tengo más confianza con ellos. Pero ellos se los compran a los camioneros.
Ok. Los camioneros son como del gobierno.
Sí, del gobierno y de mis pymes también lo venden.
Ok. ¿Y no el petróleo en ese lugar ahí?
This might be the only delivery service that actually.
Try to see if I can't restart my computer.
feel chef made because it is. This is cooking to me, and if you're someone that enjoys delicious food without having to worry about grocery shopping, cooking, and cleaning, then you're gonna love this service because all you have to do is heat up the meals and
Oh boy, alright. I'm starting to get a little tired here. So we just got here. This is probably one of the nicer places you can stay in the city. Currently no Wi-Fi in the whole country is that the entire national network just shut down. There's currently no electricity. Cured. Yeah, it's just how it is here. And it's kind of hard to know who to direct your anger at exactly. I mean, I know a lot of people probably want to direct their anger at the U.S. for making the lives of the average Cuban so difficult for them to queue and get fuel, but let's be real, right? This country has had a authoritarian government for 70 years that has severely restricted the freedoms of its own people. People here, $10 a month. You know, why can't Cuba just be like China? You know, you could still say fuck you to the U.S., but you could make your people rich. There's a better way to do it.
You, your team, and your agents are working together on Monday.com's AI work platform. Imagine that. Your Claude, ChatGPT, and Copilot agents working side by side where you already work. Bring your agent to Monday.com. Set permissions, assign tasks, work from the same context, and create team-wide visibility. So build an agent on Monday or bring the ones you already have and give them a seat at the table. Consider yourself limitless. Monday.com, the best AI work platform. Start a free trial today.
This season in cinemas. Maybe not, because this is a CookieBot ad. One business, one website, one expensive compliance mistake.
I know it's easy to set up, Marge, but it's not that urgent.
CookieBot CMP could have helped keep him compliant with fast-changing privacy laws. Non-compliance won't kill you, but it could get your business a fine and hurt your reputation. Protect your business today.
There's a big commotion right outside the window. There's just this huge gathering of people right over here. I guess it's payday. Cubans officially earn around $10 a month. Of course, nobody could actually live on just $10 a month. Of course, as you may have heard, the Cuban government is officially Marxist, Leninist, and workers do not subsist just off of their salaries. Cuba subsidizes everything. Healthcare, education, to, interestingly, food. They're given something called a libreta, and every single month, every Cuban gets rice, vegetables, other food staples. Apparently, it's not enough to live off of for an entire month, but you can see how the Cuban government, in practice, tries to take care of everyone. And so, they give everyone kind of a less mediocre lifestyle. How do Cubans live with just $18 a month? Does the government give you food or what do they do? Yeah.
It takes 2, 3, 4 months, but they don't receive anything. They don't have anything, no sugar, no salt, no rice. So then we have to buy this in the market.
Yeah.
Expensive. And we have to pay a lot.
And that's terrible.
It's terrible. For example, the package.
Has it been worse in the past, like 3 years?
3 years, almost 3 years. Right now,
Alright, so we're on our way now to the Bay of Pigs. Driving another classic. Jefe, este carro es de los años 80 o? De los 90. It's pushing in at like 90 miles per hour. ¿Quieres agregar una persona?
Sí, bailo un poquito.
Un poquito.
Como we're riding in the car.
Okay. Sí.
No problema.
No hay problema. Buenas. ¿Usted es policía? Ah, bueno. ¿Cómo se llama este pueblo? Yaguará. Ah, bueno. ¿Usted trabaja aquí? No. Ah, vive aquí. Ok. Ah, por eso. Hasta luego, un gusto. Buen día. ¿Las policías aquí no tienen carro ni nada? Es la primera vez que veo eso. Everywhere we're traveling here, you can see people like staring at this taxi.